happening, guys and gals? It's your boy JR, aka Lone Wolf's Bushcraft Travels, and I'm currently live streaming from San Bartolo Beach. What's happening? What's happening? So, I really love San Bartolo Beach. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful and thankful to be here. And each time I come to San Bartolo Beach here in Lima, Peru, of course, when you're driving to San Bartolo Beach, you'll pull off the exit that says Playa San Bartolo. Playa in Spanish means beach. So you'll pull off the exit of the Playa San Bartolo, and it takes you straight to San Bartolo Beach. And right now I'm chilling out in my wife's family's property. Originally, I think they were going to rent this out as Airbnb, but lately they just haven't done that. They have rented it once, and I think it's because it's so nice staying here. So I don't think my wife's family's worried about renting it to earn money. So that's cool. So, and then of course every time we come here, we've been enjoying it as well. So just beautiful. Yeah, it's got a nice little, it's got a nice little kitchen area. Got your microwave, your stove, refrigerator. Nice table set. There's plenty of outlets. So there's plenty of outlets in the living room. Down this hallway, there's a master bedroom with a full bath. Then there's a second full bath, and then there's 2 rooms. So there's a second bath, and then you run into the second room that has 2 bunk beds, and then you run into the very back room that has 2 bunk beds, and then near the very back room, there's also a washer and dryer where you can wash your stuff and clothes and hang your wet stuff. Hey, what's happening? Oh, thanks. I appreciate that. Yeah, it is a pretty cool place. In case you didn't know, I'm in San Bartolo Beach, and it's right. San Bartolo Beach is in Lima, not too far from Lima, Peru. I'm going to go outside for a second. Super cool. Beauty of going live. Yeah. Yep, it is. I'm pretty lucky. Yeah, it's got a hell of a view, don't it? There we go. For the next few days, that's going to be my view. Whenever I come to San Bartolo Beach, or my wife's family knows. I mean, my daughter can't wait to get to San Bartolo. So, yeah. So, like I said, with this particular property, they decided not to rent it out just yet. They're currently enjoying it, and you can see why. It's pretty comfortable there. And man, there's nothing like going to bed. I mean, even if you have all the windows closed and all the doors closed, you can hear the ocean rolling in as you're going to sleep. And there's nothing like drifting off to sleep when you're hearing the ocean hit the rocks and stuff. There's nothing like it. It's pretty cool. So I'm really every time I'm here in San Bartolo Beach, here in Lima, Peru, I'm really trying to soak it in. I mean, I am surprised to be here right now. The main reason we came here is to celebrate my mother-in-law's 88th birthday, which we celebrated at the Japanese Cultural Center. So it was really beautiful in Lima, Peru. And yeah, I'm married to a Peruvian lady. I've been married to her for 31 years. And she has a wild mixture. She's Spanish, Italian, Japanese, and Peruvian. So yeah, let me make sure I got all the mixtures: Italian, Spanish, Japanese, and Peruvian. So super cool. And so I was here last December. Been in Peru, in Lima, Peru. It's summertime. It's the start of their summer in December. But right now they're in their fall. And I think because of El Nino, they're having unusual warm weather here in the fall. So I've been getting away with wearing just a t-shirt. Now later in the evening when the sun goes down, I feel like I got there on a sweatshirt. But even some of the evening nights, I've been able to get away with just a t-shirt. So, but it's been unusually warm. Normally they get colder temperatures in the fall, but because of the different weather that's been happening. They begin an unusual warm fall, which is cool. So I'm more used to coming to Peru in December than I am coming at this time. But I am glad I'm here at this time because I get to experience their fall. But from what I'm learning, I'm kind of experiencing a fall they're not used to having, which is a warmer fall, which is cool because I'm on vacation. So I'm glad I'm getting a warmer fall. I still have a feeling even if we were in their regular fall, it still wouldn't get as cold as the Midwest falls. So I'm actually thinking about coming and retiring here one day in Lima, Peru. So there's a second property that we may build on top of. And if we get to do that, that'll be really fun. And of course, if we build, I'll probably want to be here more often. So the likelihood of me coming and retiring in Peru is probably pretty high. Of course, a lot depends on my daughter. I have an adult daughter who knows, man. For a while there, she was living out in California, and I was laughing. I was like, man, that's a pretty expensive place to live. But yeah, my daughter is aware that me and my wife may want to come and retire here in Peru. So yeah, the older I get, see, I'm from Midwest Indiana. I'm a Texas boy currently living in Indiana, and I'm really enjoying this Peruvian weather, even the fall, which they're currently now. Lima, Peru, or Peru in general, is in their fall time, and yeah, the falls are cool. That's my lady. She was waking up this morning. So yeah, I'm really trying to soak in being here in Peru. So, and as you guys see, it's not too bad looking out at the ocean from my perspective. So yeah, oh man, not to mention nice weather most of the year, right? And then I get this maybe some Peruvian food. So in previous videos, I've mentioned how much I love Peruvian food. So let me break it down. Lomo sentado, which is the steak and rice. Roast con pollo, which is the chicken and rice. And then if you love seafood, you'll love Peruvian ceviche. It's really, really good. So that's my other favorite meal, Peruvian ceviche. I really enjoy it. She just went back to her room. My wifey, she has no desire to be to be a YouTuber. My little family, they know I record and make content for my channel. It's so funny, but that's cool. I respect it. That's why I didn't throw her on camera. That's pretty funny. So yeah, man. Last night I had, I think it was called chicharron pollo, which means it was fried pieces of chicken and fries and a salad. And they had a really good tasting white dressing on the salad, which is really good. And then my wife and daughter had the same thing, had a different thing than what I ordered. This was last night when we first got here to San Bartolo. So I got tiny fried pieces of chicken and fries, and that was called chicharron pollo, I believe. And then they ordered, oh my God, they ordered this grilled chicken, right? So their order was, but it looked like two big pieces of grilled chicken, and they were kind of pressed down. So 2 big pieces of grilled chicken, uh, a whole banana that had been fried, a fried banana, and then they each had a fried egg on top of their rice. So they each got a thing of rice. So they got rice. Oh, and then they also got fries. So 2 grilled pieces of chicken. Each one got their rice with a fried egg on top, and then they also got fries, and then they also got 1 fried banana. So that's what my wife and daughter had for dinner last night when we rolled in here last night in San Bartolo Beach. So, like I said, when you come to San Bartolo Beach, as we took Uber to come here, and it took just uh, it seemed like it went quick because the traffic wasn't heavy. So if it's not heavy traffic, you probably can make it from Lima, Peru to San Bartolo Beach. You probably can make it in an hour by car. So that's if the traffic's not heavy. So our Uber driver just kind of buttered through the traffic. I mean, he was smooth. He cut in between the traffic and got here in about an hour. So that ain't too bad. So, and I'm planning on taking Uber back from San Bartolo Beach back to Lima, Peru. So, but I'm gonna chill here for a few days, enjoying San Bartolo Beach, which I super dig. So, I think this is the first time I've live streamed from this property here in San Bartolo Beach. I can't remember previous times. I think this is the first time, if I can recall, I think this is the first time I've done a live stream from the San Bartolo property that my wife's family has. So yeah, this is my wife's family's property, and it's beautiful. It's we're on one corner of the beach, one private corner of the beach. Now they have another property that isn't secluded that we're thinking about building on. Now that property, someone's already built in front of that property. We're still going to build on top of that property. Of course, we'd like to get it finished before we retire. So, but yeah, we've not started construction on it yet. So, but if we do start construction, that'll be cool because the idea would be to get it built before we retire. And then I think what we're gonna do, I think the first level is going to be an apartment. I know the first level is going to be a garage, and then I think it's going to be first floor apartment, second floor apartment, third floor apartment, and I think we'll stay in the fourth floor apartment, and then there'll be a fifth floor that's more of an open floor. And what we'll do, we'll sell apartments 1, 2, and 3, and then we'll live on the fourth apartment, and then we'll have the huge open area at the very top. So that's pretty cool. So the part of our property that will be ours will be the fourth floor apartment, and then we'll own the top, at the top. So I think that's the plan. If we build on top of that property. Right now, that property is only one level, and it's not in a gated community. Where this property here, it's in a gated community. You actually have to walk. You have to go by to a checkpoint to get checked to see if you live in this gated community here in San Bartolo, Playa. So I love how it's. I love how it's in a gated community here in San Bartolo Playa, at least this property. Now the property I'm going to build on top of is not in a gated community. It's actually past this gate and in an open part of the community. So that's so funny. I'll more than likely retire in a not gated community. I'll be chilling out. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, every time I'm here, I'm really trying to soak in. Uh, yeah, anytime I come on vacation in Peru, now this vacation's been very special because um, part of this vacation we got to Arequipa, Peru. Yeah, it's another city in Peru called Arequipa. Uh, now it's two. Um, you can. I don't know if you can get there by car, but we ended up taking an hour. We got on a plane. It took us an hour and 30 minutes by plane to get from Lima, Peru to Arequipa, Peru. And Arequipa must not get a lot of tourists because the like if you're thinking of buying souvenirs and stuff on vacation, the souvenir prices were pretty cool. So they were pretty fair in Arequipa. While we were in Arequipa, we went whitewater rafting one day. The second day, we went to Cocal at Colca, Cocal, Arequipa. And towards the end of Cocal is the start of the canyon where you can watch the condors fly around the canyon in Arequipa, which is pretty cool. And once again, that place is called Cocal. Hopefully, I'm pronouncing it right. Colca, Arequipa. And we got to watch. We took a tour van, and we got to go check out the condors flying around the canyon in Cocal, Arequipa, Peru, which was cool. So I put a little bit of that on my channel of watching the condors fly around the canyon, which was cool. And then, of course, the whitewater rafting was cool. And we went whitewater rafting down the river in Arequipa, Peru. And then we got to visit my wife's family. My wife hadn't seen one of her cousins. I think my wife was like 12. And this one cousin was about 6 years old. So my wife got to visit some family in Arequipa. And it was her first time in Arequipa. And she's visiting family she had never met from on her father's side there at Arequipa, which is pretty awesome. So, and then our very last day, we got to go through we got to visit a convent in Arequipa, uh, and it was huge. They called it like a city within a city, and we took that tour. I took that tour with my wife and daughter, and that was pretty neat. There was a lot of artwork, and they talked a lot about it. And I think there's 20 nuns that are cloistered still in that convent. And we never got to meet any of the nuns, but there's 20 of them still there. But the place is so huge that half of the place they've turned into a tour area where you could see how small the streets used to be there in Arequipa, which was pretty neat. And then we got to climb up these 30 steps and get this beautiful overlook of Arequipa, which was awesome. And then after we finished visiting that convent, we ended up taking an Uber ride to a place where it's really awesome to take photos and videos and stuff. So that's how we spent our last day in Arequipa, Peru. And then we ended up catching a plane back from Arequipa to Lima, Peru, which was an hour and 30 minutes. And I think we spent 2 days before coming here to San Bartolo Beach. So we chilled out with the family in Lima, Peru for a couple days. And then we took Uber here last night to San Bartolo Playa, or San Bartolo Beach here. In Spanish, they call the beach Playa. So, yeah. So, yeah, I'm going to spend my next couple of days here. We always usually try to do that. We try to finish out our vacation chilling out in San Bartolo Beach. So that's usually what we do. But I was just looking at the comments. But yeah, that's usually how we work our vacation. we usually go to a bunch of different spots, but we always know we want to end our vacation here in San Bartolo Beach, which is a lot of fun. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. Let's see what time it is. Okay, I got 7:35 in the morning on my watch. I never know who's up to watch these live streams. My Philippine audience, I think it's evening time for them. And so it's so funny, especially when you're doing a live stream, you don't know what time some of your audience is up, moving around. There'll be a lot of people who will rewatch this live stream, so in case they didn't get to make it during the live stream. I'm also very famous for doing live streams at the spur of the moment, so I don't necessarily tell people when I'm live streaming, because sometimes it just hits me and I go, "Wow, I want to do a live stream, so let's do it." So some people that end up rewatching this live stream will go, "Oops, didn't know he was going live." Okay, that's cool. And since I'm a spur of the moment live streamer, I usually don't schedule them out, which I could, because then it would promote the live stream more. So I could do that. But I have a spur of the moment tendency, so it's fun to do stuff spur of the moment. But yeah, every time I come to Lima, Peru, I try to really soak it in, because I know, like I had no idea, because I came here towards the end of May. I came here. Yeah, towards the very end of May, I came here, and then I'm gonna spend half of June chilling out here in Lima, Peru, which I feel lucky to be able to do, because I know a lot of people can't take off work like that. So I feel lucky that I have a job that can allow me to do that, take that much time off and go on vacation, which is awesome. So, like I said, I was a little surprised to come this time, because we normally come to Peru in December. So it's kind of wild coming here, and it's kind of wild experiencing the Peruvian fall weather, which still beats the Midwest weather. So it's warmer. Their falls are definitely warmer than Midwest falls. So I think the only thing they don't have is the changing of the leaves like they do in Midwest. So, well, like I said, the older I get, the more and more I have no desire to go stay retired in a cold place. So that's funny. I think the only way I'll retire in a cold place is if my daughter, for some reason, ends up starting her family in a cold place. Then I guess I would go ahead and just deal with the cold. So, but yeah, I definitely, I've been to different parts of Mexico too. And anyways, from experiencing Mexico, I love all the different places I've been to in Mexico. I've been to Playa de Carmen, Mexico. I've been to Cancun, Mexico. So Cancun, Sayulita, Playa de Carmen, Mexico, and Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. Now, the places I've been at in Peru, which I'm currently at now, I'm currently chilling out of Lima, Peru right now. Let me get to the ocean here. Lightings. Oh, there we go. The sun's so bright. Anyways, the places I've chilled down in Peru are Machu Picchu, Cusco. Now I can say Arequipa, and then yeah, I think that's it. Cusco, Machu Picchu, and Arequipa. One time I went to the Peruvian place. It was in I think it was in Chicago. I went to. I went to the Peruvian consulate in Chicago, and anyways, it was administrative place. It was official Peruvian offices in Chicago, and um, it had all the different cities you could visit in Peru. Right? It had a photo of all the different cities. One of them was Arequipa. And of course, they had a photo of Lima, but then they had a photo of Cusco and Machu Picchu and all the other places. And I just realized I've not visited. There's so many places still left to visit here in Peru. So even if I was retired, it would still take me a long time to visit all the places I could visit here in Peru. So that's kind of wild. That's cool because I do travel vlogs, so that's perfect. Uh, I'll, I mean, there were some similarities between Lima and Arequipa, but I did like the fact, one of the things I did like about Arequipa versus Lima, Peru, is there were, it doesn't feel touristy, like you're not bombarded with a lot of tourists. So that's what I liked about Arequipa. So that was pretty cool. Uh, Now, I will say here in Lima, Peru, definitely an international flavor because we went to downtown Lima and walked around the huge square. For some reason, they had the square closed off. I don't know if they were going to have a big event or whatever. And then my wife asked someone about it, and I guess she said they had it closed off for security reasons, but they didn't say, which is normal protocol for a security to say to someone in public. So, but we got to take my mother-in-law down there, and she hadn't been to downtown Peru in such a long, long time. So I was happy to do that for my 88th. She's 88 years old. She doesn't act 88. She looks, she acts way younger than her age, and she is actually 88 years old. Um, she's lost a lot of weight. My brother-in-law really changed her diet, and it's probably healthier for her because when you get older you shouldn't have too much weight on you. So, but she's so sweet. My mother-in-law still has her sense of humor. She still makes us laugh. She's still very sweet to the family, and I just love my mother-in-law. So now my mom's not. My mom died a few years back. So, and I think she kicked the bucket at 71. So that's kind of sad. But but yeah, my poor mom was not doing the most healthiest of things. So we're I will say this: my brother-in-law really helped his mom get on track with the diet. So sorry, didn't mean to go veer off my San Bartolo live. Sometimes on these lives, I will share stuff with you guys that's pretty personal, and yeah, it's so funny. Some people that watch my content are friends of the family, and they said part of the reason they like watching my channel is they know what's happening with my family, so that's pretty cool. So that's so funny. I could get too relaxed and literally forget that I'm live streaming. That's crazy. I know that sounds crazy. So maybe to some of the YouTubers out there, it may not sound so crazy. But, but like I said previously in this live, I'm really trying to soak it in. The other thing, here's another thing I forgot to share with you guys. While I was in Arequipa, Peru, we had to take this huge van ride to get to where the condors were at. It was pretty far away. Uh, and it was really, really early in the morning. I think I got up at 3 in the morning. So I think I set my alarm clock for 2:30. Got up at 3 in the morning because we had to make sure we were ready for them to pick us up in the lobby at 3 in the morning. They pick us up at the lobby at 3 in the morning. So we start heading towards this canyon, right? And I did share one clip on my channel here where we do this one stop where the sun hasn't really come. I mean, most of the desert there is the sunlight hasn't hit, right? But the sun is like the mountains is covering the sun from hitting the rest of the sand, right? And you could see the look on my face when I said it is cold. It is really, really cold. And so I got to share that video clip on my channel, which was fun. Good morning, Lima, Peru here for full stream support till the end of the stream. I appreciate that. Thanks so much. If you guys get a chance, make sure you guys check out this channel. And if you end up liking the content of this channel right here, please give them a like, comment, and subscribe. Yeah, thanks. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate that. So yeah, that's a video clip I did share. And I think I did a 1 minute video just really quick because it was really, really cold. And a lot of people took some pictures. I might have been the first person back in the van. Like I said, the mountain was still covering where the sun was hitting. So I'm pretty sure I was the first person back in the van, which probably surprised my wife and daughter because I'm usually trying to get content and photos and everything. So we get back in the van, and once again, this is a tour in Arequipa that's trying to head to Cocal. That's Colca, Arequipa, Peru. We're trying to get to the canyon where the condors are flying. And they end up stopping over at this really tiny small town in Colca, Cocal. So we end up having this breakfast, right? So we have this breakfast, and it's a mixture of, I think it's papaya juice and orange juice is what they were serving. Bread, jam, butter, and I think a little bit of queso, and a little bit of cereal. So that was so breakfast was included in that. The only thing that wasn't included would be towards the end of the trip, where they offered a smorgasbord of different Peruvian food. So finally, we take another stop where we're taking pictures because we can start to see the condors, right? And so we get out, and I guess too many of us got excited and started heading towards the condors a little too quick. So the condors flew away in that spot. Unbeknownst to me, I did not know that was not the main spot. That was just one of the spots, right? So the tour lady's trying to holler us all back in. I was the last one to come back in, and at first I thought maybe that was it. I go, wow, that kind of sucks. But unbeknownst to me, we hadn't made it to the main spot where there's a lot more condors to film and take photographs of. So I was laughing. So at first I misunderstood what was happening. So finally we get to the main spot, and we're able to take as many videos as we want of the condors flying around the canyon, and the place where they were at, or where the canyon was at. It's spelled Colca, Cocal, Arequipa, Peru.
and we're in the canyon. And I think we spent over an hour. So you could take as many photos and videos, but there was pretty good size other tours there too as well. But you could, they had a higher deck where you could take photos and videos, and then they had a lower deck where there's more condors flying around as well in the canyon. The canyon was huge. I think it's the fourth largest canyon in the world. I can't off the top of my head know. I can't remember what the first three are that's above them. But anyways, the fourth largest canyon in the world in Cocal, Arequipa, Peru. And I got to take as much photos and videos as I wanted. And I did share that a little bit on my channel. And anyways, so they let us spend an hour there in the canyon filming these beautiful condors soaring in the air and just flying around the canyon. It's really beautiful. I noticed as the weather got warmer, uh, as the sun started to come out more and more, the condors then left the canyon for cooler climate. So, and so as they were ending the tour, anyways, a lot of the condors had flew out of the canyon only because it was starting to get really hot there in Arequipa, Cocal. So we get back in the van. We all know that we're headed to this really nice restaurant in Arequipa, Peru. And I didn't know they were going to have it set up like a buffet table, like a buffet style of grabbing your food, which was really cool. And think I think we spent about, so it was me, my wife, and daughter, and I think we each may have spent like $25 a piece to enjoy this buffet that all had all this kind of Peruvian food on the buffet. Lomo sentado is a beef. It's normally a beef. Uh, it's usually steak. It's usually beef lomo sentado. But I wasn't paying attention, and no one was really grabbing the lomo sentado. Everyone else was grabbing all the other stuff, all the other Peruvian stuff. I think there was a few salads there that had ceviche in it. There was pork. Uh, there was pork, beef, chicken. So I was grabbing a little bit of everything, but the most I grabbed the most was the lomo sentado, and I wasn't paying attention, and no one was really grabbing it. After I finished my lomo sentado, it tasted like regular lomo sentado. My wife informed me that that actual lomo sentado was not beef, it was actually alpaca. But it was delicious, it was really good, and to me it tasted like regular lomo sentado. So I guess a lot of the people, I think there was an Italian girl on our tour, and I think there might have been a few people from Germany. But it was so funny. I was the only one that was grabbing that lomo centavo, and actually it was made with alpaca. But it tasted delicious, and I didn't care. But I think my wife didn't want to tell me because she was afraid I wouldn't try it. But it was really good. But like I said, lomo centavo normally is made with beef. So, but this one happened to be made with alpaca, but it still tasted really, really good. And the ceviche salad I had at that buffet there in Arequipa was really good. So, but yeah, we had a really good time in Arequipa. I had never gone white river rafting before, so that was a lot of fun. And then I've never got a chance to film condors before, so that was a lot of fun as well. And then, of course, the most important part was my wife visiting family she had never met before. I think she only met a couple of them, but she didn't meet them at Arequipa. I think when she knew that, uh, and like I said, it's from my wife's dad's side is from Arequipa. So, and I think her mom's side is I want to say Lima, Peru, but they might be from other parts of Peru too. Her mom's side. I know her dad's side is from Arequipa, and it was her first time. It was her first time and my first time, and also my daughter's first time visiting Arequipa, which was cool. It was so fun going whitewater because And I got some photos and videos that I'll probably share down the road later. But my wife and daughter were at the front of the raft, and I was in the middle of the raft, and then our guide was in the back. And it was my first time going whitewater rafting. And so if we ended up hitting a if our raft ended up going like this into some water, my poor daughter and wife got the brunt of the water, flowing over the raft. And so I'm kind of like this, and a lot of it because there's a guy above us on a rock taking pictures of us while we're whitewater rafting, and I don't think he took any videos because all he shared with us was all the pictures he took of us as we were whitewater rafting. So and those weren't a lot. I can't remember how much I paid for those pictures, but it wasn't a lot. But in a lot of the pictures, I'm going like this while I'm whitewater rafting, and my wife and daughter are laughing because they looked at the pictures. So it was pretty funny. But it's so funny. But yeah, I had a really good time whitewater rafting in Arequipa, Peru. So the breakfast, it was okay. It was delicious, but it was nothing to really. I think they had instant coffee there, so I think the only thing I would do to improve that would be, or if I was the tour setting up the breakfast, I think I would have maybe scrambled eggs, at least scrambled eggs available, pancakes, maybe some bacon. That'd be the only thing I would add to their breakfast, and then maybe some oatmeal. That could probably beef up their if they need to beef up their breakfast because it's the first meal that's going to hold them throughout the rest of the tour. So that'd be the only thing I would really change to that tour. Is the Arequipa tour I went on. So it was so funny. It was so early. I think because I think we left downtown. We left downtown Arequipa about I don't know, maybe 4 in the morning. And then when we got to our breakfast destination, it was between 6:30 and 7 in the morning, and it seemed like we were all still trying to wake up while we were eating our breakfast in Arequipa. So that was funny. It was pretty funny. But yeah, I'm gonna step out here. I'm doing a live stream from San Bartolo. Gotta show off San Bartolo Beach. Gotta share the beach out. Oh man, if it was a little more. Right now it's overcast skies. I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's an island they call the Whale. And it's because I don't know if it's. I'm gonna point to where it's at. Anyways, when you're driving to San Bartolo, I don't know if anyone will point it out to you. Anyways, it's an island that looks like a whale. There's a huge, long hump of an island there, and then towards the end, it looks like a tail. So every time we drive to San Bartolo, my wife goes, "Oh look, there's the whale, kind of the whale island." But she always points that out every time we come to San Bartolo. I see 3 guys fishing out there. I don't know if it's picking it up on camera. There's a fishing boat. There's a fishing boat there. But yeah, there's some guys out there fishing, trying to catch some fish out there. Probably what they're gonna do, these 3 individuals out here fishing, they're probably going to catch it, and some of it they'll save for themselves to make their own ceviche, and then some of them will take their catches and sell it to the restaurants here in San Bartolo. Oh wow. There's a guy down below here fishing. Right there. He's catching some fish. Wow. Yep, there he is right there. He's catching some fish. That's cool. Now that gentleman, I don't know if he's catching fish just for himself or if he's catching it for the restaurants here in San Bartolo Beach. I've actually had some really awesome ceviche from San Bartolo Beach. The other place I went to, like right now I'm in San Bartolo Beach, but the other places I've been to, there was a place I forgot to mention to you guys. I've been to Pimentel, and I had some awesome ceviche in Pimentel. And that's another place I had to take a plane to get to, from Lima, Peru to Pimentel. I can't remember off my head how long that flight was, because that was a long time ago. But yeah, the Pimentel, I also had awesome Peruvian ceviche in Pimentel. And then in Arequipa, I also had awesome ceviche in Arequipa too. I also had some really good pork and beef in Arequipa as well. And then I love the fact that Arequipa is not as touristy, which is good. But yeah, my wife and daughter, my daughter and I really bugged my wife to come here to San Bartolo. Like I said, there's nothing like going to sleep, hearing there's nothing like hearing the ocean waves when you go to bed at night. There's nothing like hearing the ocean waves crashing. It's pretty awesome. I love it.
As you guys can tell, I love San Bartolo. I'm not sure how the lighting's working here as I'm capturing this on live. Yeah, I don't think I can get tired of this. Yeah, I think I could learn to like this. Just a little bit. And now I understand why people live longer. They live by the ocean. I get it. 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 Ocean life. I'm still trying to soak it all in. Still trying to soak it all in. Absolutely love it. That's why I wish I could retire early. So I could do this kind of stuff all the time. That'd be cool. I would be willing to risk getting bored all the time. That'd be just fine with me. I don't think I would get bored. I think I would enjoy it. Now, the cool thing about being here at the time during the fall time is you guys can imagine it probably gets pretty crowded here in the summertime. So, so being here in the fall makes it feel like we have the whole place to ourselves. There were plenty of restaurants that were open. It's kind of nice being here in the fall because I feel like we're here with just the residents that live here year round here in San Bartolo Beach. So yeah, it's kind of cool. I mean, normally I'm not here myself in the fall, so normally I come here in December, which is the start of their summer, and it is definitely more people in the summertime. Right now, it's with the people that are here all year round, the residents. So I'm kind of jealous of those people that live here all year round here in San Bartolo, because I would love to do that myself. Yeah, I can handle living here all year round. As long as I have my fresh ceviche, my beef, my pork, my lomo sentado, my roast con pollo, and of course my ceviche. As long as I have all that and also some good company, which I do. My family's good company. I'm a lucky dog. Yeah, I think I can get used to the San Bartolo life for sure. Anyways, I want to thank you guys and gals for hanging out. For those of you who hung out with me during the live stream, big kudos to you. And for those of you who end up rewatching this live stream, thank you to, I'll thank you ahead of time for rewatching this live stream. Thanks for all of you who hung out with me here during the live stream. And yeah, hope you guys and gals are all doing well out there. Thanks for tuning into this live stream, and thank you all who end up rewatching the live stream. Anyways, this is your boy JR, aka Lomo's Bushcraft Travels, signing off here. If you guys like the content you see here on the channel, please give me a like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll either see you in the next video or I'll see you in the next live stream. I'll talk to you later. Peace. Later, Gators. Cheers from San Bartolo Playa. Cheers from San Bartolo Beach here in Lima, Peru. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace. Have a good day. Later, Gators. Cheers. Take care, everybody. Have a good day. Later, Gators.